Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's look at punctuation. After the period, the second most used punctuation mark is the comma. And there's comma rules. There's 10 comma rules that are very, very important. So let's look at the comma rules. Okay? Number one, commas separate three or more items in a series. The commas separate three or more items in a series. His room was cluttered. His room was cluttered with books, comma, instruments, comma, shoes, and toys. His room was cluttered with books, comma, instruments, comma, shoes, and toys. Books, comma, instruments, comma, shoes, and toys. The comma after shoe before and is optional. Rarely do you see a comma there. Okay? Rule number 2. Commas are used after introductory elements. Commas are used after introductory elements. I have a couple of sentences here. After playing baseball, comma, Tony ate dinner. So what type of sentence do we have? Do we have a simple sentence here? No. Do we have a compound sentence here? No. Do we have a complex sentence here? Yes, we do. After subordinating conjunction, playing is going to be your gerund noun. Okay, after so what? Baseball is a noun. Playing is going to be your verb. Tony, subject noun. Ate, verb, dinner, noun. Okay, so here we have a dependent clause starting with the subordinating conjunction after. After the dependent clause, we have to place a comma. Next sentence, in the school he was popular. In is a preposition. The adjective, school, noun. When you start a sentence with a prepositional phrase, you have to place a comma after the prepositional phrase. Sometimes you will see two prepositional phrases starting a sentence. You place the comma after the second prepositional phrase. Next sentence. Presently, comma, he is doing well. Presently, comma, he is doing well. Usually when you start a sentence with an adverb of time, here, this is an adverb of time, you place a comma after the first word, which is an adverb. Okay, you follow me? Rule number 3. Comma sets off transitional words. Commas can set off transitional words. For instance, the sentence, nobody, comma, for example, comma, came to the party. Nobody, comma, for example, came to the party. Okay, so we have the prepositional phrase, for example, and technically it's non-essential. So you can put a comma before it and a comma after it. Here we have another sentence. She will, comma, nevertheless, comma, marry him after 10 years. She will, comma, nevertheless, comma, marry him after 10 years. Nevertheless, okay, is non-essential and is an adverb also. So they could be removed. In this sentence, it could read, she will marry him after 10 years. You could remove nevertheless. In the sentence before, the previous sentence, nobody came to the party. Nobody came to the party, or no one came to the party. So you could remove, for example. Hopefully you're following me. 4, commas are used before and after words that interrupt the flow of a sentence. Commas are used before and after words that interrupt flow. Ralph, comma, our new friend, comma, is the owner of a famous restaurant. Ralph, comma, our new friend, comma, is the owner of a famous restaurant. Our new owner is also called an appositive. It describes who Ralph is. That's an appositive. 5, use commas in addresses and dates. Okay, use commas and addresses and dates. He lives at 2017 Central Avenue, comma, Lakewood, comma, New Jersey, 25671, which is a zip code, 25671. He lives at 2017 Central Avenue, comma, Lakewood, New Jersey, 25671. The party on Saturday, comma, June 20, comma, 1967 was fantastic. The party on Saturday, comma, June 20th, comma, 1967 was fantastic. Okay, so those are 5 of the comma rules. There's 5 more, so I have to change the board. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Make sure the board doesn't fall. Okay. Comma rule number 6. When writing informal letters, you use a comma. So when you start your letter, your salutation, you say dear, and this is one of my students. I'm writing a letter to Dieppe. So I say, dear Dieppe, comma. In closing the letter, I could say, yours truly, comma, my name, sincerely yours, comma, whatever, sincerely, comma. So you place a comma after the opening, dear, the person's name, comma, and at the end, when you close out your letter, yours truly, sincerely yours, comma. Use comma with direct quotations. Direct quotations. Rosa said to Tomas, comma. Rosa said to Tomas, comma. Quotation. I cannot marry you. End of quotation. Rosa said to Tomas, comma. Quotation. I cannot marry you. End of quotation. Use comma to set off a name. Lionel, comma, you are late again. I have a great student, Lionel. I'm joking with him because he usually watches all the videos and makes comments. Lionel, comma, you are late again. Keep the good work up, Lionel. Here's another sentence. He, comma, Mr. Rodriguez, comma, will be here today. He, comma, Mr. Rodriguez, comma, will be here today. Number 9, rule number 9. Use commas for short expressions. Yes, comma, please come in. Yes, comma, please come in. Oh, comma, he forgot his wallet. Oh, comma, he forgot his wallet. And rule number 10, use comma in compound sentences. I was going out, comma, but I left my keys inside. I was going out, comma, but I left my keys inside. Remember, fanboys, for and nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay? When you have a compound sentence, excuse me, I need some water. Okay? You need a comma to set up two independent clauses with a coordinating conjunction in the middle. So, 10 rules. You can separate 3 or more items. Commas are used after introductory elements. Okay. Commas set off transitional words. I'm reading the 5 on the board. Use commas before and after words that interrupt flow. Use commas in addresses and dates. Okay, those are 5. Use commas when writing informal letters. Use commas with direct quotations. Use commas to set off names. Use commas for short expressions. And use commas in compound sentences. Okay. Page 57. Let's look at some pronunciation. Give me a second.
Page 57. Exercise 3A. 1. This morning. 2.
Sore throat.
3. That's too bad. 4.
Health problems.
5. The neighbors. 6.
On South Street.
7. They are. 8.
This month.
9. Asked them. 10.
3 times.
11. How are things? 12.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll play it again.
Page 57. Exercise 3A. 1. This morning. 2.
Sore throat.
3. That's too bad. 4.
Health problems.
5. The neighbors. 6.
On South Street.
7. They are. 8.
This month.
9. Asked them. 10.
3 times.
11. How are things? 12.
Thanks.
Okay, same page. Listen and repeat. Let me pull up the QR, please. Give me a second.
Page 57. Exercise 3B. 1. Where's Tommy this morning?
He's sick. He has a sore throat.
That's too bad.
He often has health problems.
I'm sorry to hear that. 2.
The neighbors on South Street are really noisy.
Yes, they are.
This month, I've asked them 3 times to be quiet.
Let's write them a letter.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So that's page 57. And that concludes Unit 4. That's some review there. Okay. Again, we have 2 more lessons. 2 more lessons next week. And we're going to conclude the distance learning project. And then, we need you to stay tuned to find out what what we're going to do if we're going to continue classes in July. Okay, take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.